Everyone, thank you for watching this week's question and answer video. My name is David. This channel is Damar's Coaching. I'm answering questions from the last week's question and answer video from you guys. Any questions you have today, please go down below to the comment section. Ask me anything you want, and I'll answer it in the next video. If I miss your questions or you don't understand my answers, anything like that, please just ask me again. I'd appreciate it. I want to answer everyone's question. So, let's get into it. First question is from Danny in Minnesota. Hi, Danny. Hi, David. Thank you for responding to my question a while back and calling out my confused statement that I disliked my ex but still loved him. Well, we can not like somebody and still love them. Yeah. Sometimes parents don't like their children, right? You know, they can say, I'm not liking you right now, but I love you. Sometimes we don't like people we love, but okay, I think we're on a different level of that though. I loved who I thought they were, and holding on to that kind of thing is just a huge detriment to my own self-worth and is pointless rumination. Okay, yeah, there's the context. Appropriate. Yeah, we hold on to something good about them. My favorite is at the very beginning, they were great. Well, that's not who we are. Yeah, we really know who someone else is under stressful conditions. Yeah. Okay, during my divorce, my ex has gone so far as to demand that absolutely no one I know can ever contact anyone they know. After all this and my therapy, I've come to see him as nothing more than a giant toddler who screams and cries and has temper tantrums, demanding unlimited control and everything they want. So it's more like giant brat syndrome in adults. I used to have a lot more empathy for him when I found out about borderline, but he won't leave me alone and is still trying to destroy my friendships, job, and life in general because I don't want to be some harem member. We don't accept this behavior from kids, and I won't accept it from adults. So why in the world do they demand we accept it? Thank you. Okay, well, it's who they are, right? It's who they are. And it takes a long time to find out who somebody is so that we can know if we want to commit to them. A lot of times we don't find out who somebody is before we commit to them. And then we realize after we're committed that I don't like who you are. Yeah? People with personality disorders, I'm just assuming, I don't know if you said that, but let's just say he has severe mental illness, just for example. He's a narcissist. Yeah? It's going to take a long time to get to know who they are. They're not going to show you until it's stressful, till the stress of the relationships and all these traits surface, right? They're not necessarily in control of their behaviors. To be honest, people with personality disorders. I didn't want to do that, but I did. Or you made me do it, right? Not very purposeful people. But really bad, extreme toxic behaviors are only seen where they're accepted. So we accepted them. It's not so much why do they expect us to accept them. It's just, you know, they're who they are, and they're seeking attachments and relationships with people. You can't blame people for doing that. But we accept bad behavior. That's it. So when someone freaks out the first time and gets, you know, the big V word violins, and they drop on the floor and kick and scream in circles, I'm not going to have that in my life. I have, and I accepted it, and it continued. If it happens today, I won't accept it. I'll accept someone for who they are, who they're showing me they are, and saying I don't want to accept that in my life. A lot of us will even see toxic behaviors in people, and we accept them. We accept only their toxic behaviors and not who they are. We say, I want to change you. I want to help you. Yeah? If you need to help someone to be a different person, we're trying to change them instead of accepting them for who they are and saying, oh, I don't like this. I'm not going to accept that in my life. We're doing it opposite, aren't we? We're saying, oh, well, yeah, I don't accept who you are, but I will accept bad behaviors. Yeah. It just helps to own something. You know, everything this person did to you is their fault. Right? And if we can't own something, we don't know what to do about it. So what would you like to change about this? What would you like to do differently next time is the question. And so I don't want to accept people that have these type of behaviors in my life. Great. And advice, take a while to get to know who someone is, to see those traits surface before we marry them or invite them to live with us. Okay? All right? I hope that helps. Let me know what you think, Danny. Thank you for your question. That's what I wrote in my answer here. Some aren't in control of their behavior, but know that unwanted behaviors are accepted by us until we do not allow it in our lives anymore. Okay? All right. Next one's from Charlie in London. Hi, Charlie. We seek contentment, peace, understanding. I've recently found out I'm INFJ and kind of born to be alone. And he went on to say, because of the state of so many states is truly disturbing. I keep thinking of the Doors song, The End, where all the children are insane. God, it was made for now. Charlie, I'm really sorry for how you're feeling, however that is, how down you're feeling. I promise you that there is nobody on this planet born to be alone. Whatever you believe in, evolution or creation, we've been here a long time. And the way that we are here is cooperation and relationships with each other and acceptance, but we need each other badly. Okay? If there was anybody, people, there's a portion of people that are born to be alone, well, then they don't need to live in cities. They go live out in the country, right? To be really alone. But there's nobody that lives completely in isolation without any contact with human beings. And we die if we try to do that. People have tried. They've all died. Even if they want to live out in the rural areas by themselves, they still need some kind of contact with human beings. Either let's go to the store and say hi to the mailman, or they're on the internet talking to people. We need it. So I'm really sorry that your experiences and maybe other people have brought you to this thought or feeling, but I hope when you're ready, you'll try to allow people into your life again. We heal from the past and learn from it. If you understand it really well and know how to protect yourself, and then start to understand the benefits of relationships really much, a lot, you might change your mind, okay? I'm sorry, Charlie. I think maybe everyone watching this, including myself, understands that feeling, though. I get it. It's one of the worst symptoms of trauma, depression, and anxiety. Rel Rodriguez. Hi, David. Your videos are amazing and so inspiring. Thank you. I'm in the process of getting professional help, and let me tell you, I have slowly started to heal due to watching your videos every day. What an impact you make in people's lives. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless you always. Thank you again very much. It's me again from California. I know you get a lot of comments and questions, but I will always refer to myself, my fiance of 10 years, with 3 and 5-year-olds in California. All my past is slowly making sense. Ex-undiagnosed BPD, fiance, and all the odd things he would do. Never physical abuse, but boy, was I left with massive emotional trauma. I'm trying to get onto your question here. There's a lot here, and I just kind of want to get to the question. Why does he do this with his beard? So the first question is, he pulls down hairs off his beard one by one and then eats the roots. I knew a girl that would always use a long piece of strand of hair and like floss her teeth and stuff. Yeah. Nervous. Yeah. They used to call it neurosis. Tapping the feet, fidgeting, bad posture, not looking at you. Weird behaviors, neurosis. No, I'm not talking about the diagnosis, just the spectrum, neurosis. Like I said, they don't use that term anymore. You can be nervous, anxious, not comfortable in their own skin, who they are. Stress. You see him do this more during stressful times. Didn't do it when you first met him. Maybe started doing it later as the relationship became more stressful, or other outside factors causing more stress. Another question, before I found you and had no clue of his odd behavior, during the times I would blow up his phone because I didn't know what was happening and why he had gone missing. He came to visit our kids. Always quiet, no eye contact, etc. When he left, He said, I miss you so much. Please text me, okay? And I said, okay, I will text you. He left, and I texted him and blew up his phone again, and he never answered. Is this push-pull, and why do they do this? Well, yeah, that would be push-pull, sure. I can't tell you why every single person does it, but someone who's extremely unstable, someone who doesn't know how to communicate what they want and need and how they feel, someone that can't be vulnerable, all kinds of different reasons. I pull away to make sure you care about me, that you love me. I'm going to go run away and just run and see if you chase me. I'm going to go missing and see how much you call me and text me, instead of just saying, honey, do you still love me? Honey, we still getting married? Honey, I feel insecure right now. Reassure me. Can we spend some time together? Tell me you love me. Yeah. Some people, a lot of people, that's very difficult to impossible to do. Believe it or not. Don't want to look at myself. Can't reassure myself. And so we have emotional needs. Real quick, just 5 seconds. We have emotional needs, 10 of them. One of them is security. If I can't reassure myself, no one else will be able to reassure me either. I have to reassure myself, meet my own needs, then I can enter a relationship where someone can reassure me in that relationship. If I can't reassure myself and I try to have a relationship, someone tries to keep reassuring me in the relationship, I really need them to reassure me all the time. That's codependent behaviors. Doesn't work. Very stressful. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Let me know. Thank you. Seashells. Hi, Seashells. Hi, David. It's been a long time since I've commented. I was doing really well, and I was proud that I didn't really need all the narcissist videos. I'm really happy to see you are still out here helping people, but unfortunately I find myself in yet another abusive relationship. It hurts to even write that sentence, but it's the truth. I admitted it out loud to my friends the other night, and now I'm admitting it here in this community that helped me so much. I'm finding strength and arming myself with knowledge and a plan out. Thank you for all you continue to do. And thank you. And I'm really sorry. Life doesn't go like this. It goes like this. We have ups and downs. With us, we've had lots of ups and downs, maybe, or a big up and down. And I'm sorry. I just want to say that, and to all of you guys, that healing isn't watching narcissist videos. Are you a narcissist? You think studying a mental illness that you don't have is going to help you heal from someone that has it? Help? Sure. We need to talk. We need to talk. Talk therapy, number one. Powerful. Must. Essential. I hope you're talking to someone, Seashells. Okay? Good to see you again. Pick yourself back up. Learn from this experience. And learn about yourself as much as you can. Okay? I'm sorry, but thank you and good to see you again. Artist guy from Vancouver, Canada. Hello. You helped me a lot, David. I feel much better this week. It's been 8 weeks, no contact. Good job. Good. The attachment chemicals are wearing off, hopefully. Another question about borderlines. I heard in other places that they have memory issues and don't remember all the good, loving times they had in relationships. And then I heard that they do remember everything, but their defenses activate to suppress those good times so they don't feel ashamed or guilty for their bad behavior. If they remember the good times, why paint such a bad picture of us in their minds? And why do they go back to their old partners if they don't value them? So there's a lot going on in a situation like this, like that. You asked specifically about people with BPD. And so we really pretty much remember everything. It's in there. Okay? And if they're traumatic memories, some people block them out. They don't go away. They're still there. The problem is the emotions tied to them. That's what we need to close and heal from. We can't really change the experience, right? We can try to reframe it, but we need to feel better about it. All memories are emotionally significant, emotionally charged. If they're not significant memories. We don't remember it. What'd you have for lunch 2 Tuesdays ago? I don't know. But maybe you can, explain an entire detailed day when you're 7 or something like that. Emotionally significant. You have someone who's borderline. Their perception is skewed. Okay? And maybe all of ours are. There's what you said happened. There's what she said happened. There's what really happened. Okay? But it gets further and further off. Someone that's always fear of abandonment and perceives abandonment in everything you do might, you walked outside to, whatever, wash your car or something, you're leaving me. Someone who doesn't have a really good awareness of who they are, they tend to translate feelings and thoughts into reality. And they're not. Thoughts and feelings are not reality. Real, not necessarily reality. I felt like you don't love me anymore. Do you? Oh, you do? Okay. Or I could say, I thought you don't love me anymore. You don't love me anymore. That's where I think my feelings are reality now. No. And I can't reassure myself either. If a borderline perceives that you're abandoning them, but you're really just having a great day for them and giving them a great birthday and gifts and loving them, what's reality? To them, it's you abandoned me. You abused me. You hurt me. You offended me. I get it all the time. Borderlines in the comment section. All the time. Just the last video I did, I got 2 of them. Said that, oh, you broad brush, you're generalizing every borderline. I'm not like that. You're offensive. And the other one called, you're a narcissist. It's like, okay. So something I said made you feel some way. Because I have other borderlines on the same video telling me how great the video was. How accurate and spot on it was. So which one is it? Those are just opinions. Those are just feelings. Who knows? Right? But they're so different. Huh? Somebody that has borderline personality disorder is going to have a much different perception of things. And then it's going to bring up feelings. And now that memory has significant feelings, but they're not very accurate. So you could be doing good things for me. That's not maybe how I took it. That's just one element. Another is called entitlement. Most borderlines are, by the time they're, 30 or 40, they're used to having a lot of people do a lot of things for them. Yeah, a lot. Okay? And if I have somebody always giving me money every day, I'm not going to remember who gave me money a year ago, 2 years ago. I'm not going to care that much. I'm not going to be so grateful and thankful anymore. I don't care about all the nice things you've done for me. And they felt bad. So you're a bad person. Yeah. I mean, how many times have you just done everything for somebody? And then the second they turn around and say, oh, you're a bad person. You did all these bad things for me. No, you didn't do anything good for me. I deserve it. Yeah. Wasn't good enough. Yeah. I see a real sense of entitlement. Spoiled brat. Who has everybody do things for them and all the time, so they're not grateful for it. Yeah? I use the analogy, how grateful were you sitting at your dinner table at 6 years old that dad worked really hard to provide the money so mom can go to the store and buy all the food and cook a great dinner and then clean it all up for you? Were you like, I am so thankful. Thank you, mom. Thank you, dad. No, just kind of entitled. Took it for granted. Now you have an underdeveloped adult with the developmental emotional age of 7, BPD, about 7 or 8. That's what you're dealing with. Be careful what you do for people. I tend to do things for people and not expect anything back. So I'm either going to do it for you and say, keep it, or I'm just not going to do it for you. Okay? Seems to help me better. I hope I explained that to you. You have a little bit more to your question. I know everyone is different. Oh, why paint such a bad picture of us in their minds, and why go back to their old partners? Because they can't be self-reliant. Meaning, I breathe a different type of air on this planet, and I need people to give me that air and supply it to me. I can't myself. So you're going to give it to me? No, you're a bad person. You're trying to kill me. Oh, you're going to give it to me? Okay, you're great. Oh, now you won't do for me anymore? Oh, you're bad. Oh, but you have before a little bit, so I'm going to go back to you. And it's just idealized value, and it's a real skewed perception, real distorted view of other people. That's what they have, a distorted view of you. When they go talk about you, they probably aren't very accurate. And you have a distorted view of them. You thought they were great, healthy, beautiful. I know everyone is different, all with different behaviors and different partners as well. It's just the memory issue that I heard about that puzzles me. Now, if somebody dissociates a lot, like borderlines tend to, very diagnostic trait, big one, And dissociating is, without getting fully into it, but people have dissociative disorders because they do it so much. And the more you do it, the less in touch with you're in with yourself. Yeah. It's like being drunk. The more I keep drinking and drinking and drinking alcohol every day, the less in touch I am with myself and how I feel and what I want and need. Further away from myself. Same with dissociating. This can affect memories. It can also affect perception. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Let me know. Thank you. Let's see. Next one is from R. Bishop. Let us know where you guys are, too. Let us know your locations, please. I've been watching your videos for the last 7 months or so after being involved with someone I suspect is BPD. Can you do a video about how they don't know who they are? That kind of confuses me. Is it like they don't have a core value system or a moral compass? I feel like I was becoming as unstable as he was towards the end. So, I always do this real quick. Let's just say these are the 5 actual parts of your true authentic self of who we are. There might be some more, but these are 5 big ones. What I emotionally need, what I want, how I feel, what I value, my beliefs. Now, you're talking about morals, we're talking about values. Let's just talk about values, just a part of who we are. I value respect and honesty, plus many more things. Now, I feel best, since that's who I'm saying I am, is if I'm always respectful and always honest. When I'm dishonest and disrespectful, that's when I feel the worst about myself. And when I do that, my values are no longer principle. If you want to feel more stable, make your values, what you value, principle. Plant them firmly in the ground and never move them out of the way for anybody. Because when I lie to you and I disrespect you, I have to pick these up and move them that way. I can't say I value honesty and respect and be liar and disrespectful, right? I'll feel unstable. I won't know who I am. The more I pick these up and move them that way, the easier it gets. And I can just lie, and I'm not aware of it as much. Like a sociopath. Psychopath, not much conscious, maybe none at all. Not aware. Conscious is awareness, not aware of who I am, not aware of what I value. I'm not aware when I go against what I value, and I'm not aware of how bad it feels. Not aware. Psychopath could sit and pass a lie detector test. Sit there and lie, and it doesn't cause them any stress. Natural, easy. But it causes us stress, and that's good. Okay, and if we're not aware of that, we'll keep doing it. But if we're aware of ourselves, and we say, oh, I don't like that. I don't like being disrespectful, and I'm always going to stay respectful. That's it. And we can't allow other people that don't value these things into our life, okay? So no moral compass, yeah, right. Yeah, they'll say they value these things. That doesn't mean they are who they say they are. You go by what they say and what they do, and they better match. But if they don't, I'm going to go by with what they do. Who cares what they say? Yeah? I can make you $1 million, man. I'll make you rich. Give me $1,000 and I'll make you rich. But if you know the person doesn't have a penny on them, how am I going to do that? Yeah? Hope that helps you understand this person and their behaviors. Don't let anyone into your life that doesn't value what you value. That is your standards. Okay, that's your standard. Rory from Ohio. Hi, Rory. Can spitefulness be detected in all the disorders? I have many examples, probably way too many, so I will share just one. At least that's my plan. We were dining with 2 of my brothers in a small restaurant where you had to order up at the counter. My 2 brothers ordered, and you got back to the table and you realized your husband hadn't ordered. I'm shortening it. As you sat down and you said, where's your food? He says, what did he say? Only got a drink for your husband. When I questioned him, he said they cut him off before he could order food. That's just weird. So you go and sit down. I said, let's get up and order food. He said, no, he didn't want to. My guess is he was pity-party, felt sad, felt bad for himself, felt like neglected, felt rejected. They didn't ask him. So spiteful. But he also knew that I would be concerned because of his diabetes. So here's somebody taking care of somebody else when we don't do that. And so he liked that. He liked that you got up and you got him food because you're concerned about his diabetes. Somebody cares about me. Yeah, because he doesn't care for himself. And if I don't care for myself and I depend on you two, wow, that's going to be stressful. That won't work, because the more attention you give to someone else like that, the less attention you have on yourself. And just the last question. We compromise, we are. The reason you started, to the last person that started feeling like them, loose morals, compromise, yeah, because you didn't get what you needed, you didn't get what you want, it didn't feel good, and you had to, they didn't value what you value, to compromise that, and we lost a sense of who we are, and then we can start being morally wrong. It starts becoming easier, just like that. See that? So, because of his diabetes and him not eating, have you ever seen a person during a diabetic coma? It is frightening. It's not like you can just walk up and tell them it's their fault. Over the years, I had to call so many times for him going into a coma or falling down. I know this is long. Thank you for all you do. David, you're a real lifeline here. Thank you, Rory. Parentifying, no self-resilience, no self-reliance, taking care of myself again, right? People with personality disorders cannot take care for themselves. They cannot meet their own needs. They cannot make themselves feel better. And they become dependent on someone else. And that's the codependent behaviors, okay? You can't keep taking care of somebody else and saying, I don't have codependent behaviors when they're not caring for themselves. What's wrong with them, right? I can think of many different scenarios I've heard. I don't talk about clients and experiences, but my own. I knew someone that was married to a man for, God, I want to say like almost 3 decades, 20-something years. And he convinced his wife that he is diabetic. They can't have so much sugar, that he can't eat GMO foods, that he's lactose intolerant, that he's all these things, right? And demanded that she cook. I work, you cook. And so she went well out of her way for many, many years, cooking all these meals for him, special, unique meals, so that he would feel special and unique. After the divorce, he started eating anything he wanted. One day he had all these things that he's not allowed to eat. And she's like, oh my God, you're going to get sick. And he's like, I just lied to you the whole time. I just wanted you to make me feel special. Insane. To be that insecure. You're going to eat like that for the 30 years and lie to your partner. And it's just crazy. So I think you have a mixture of poor me, they neglected me, but my wife takes care of me. Somebody else will see and feel sorry for me and take care of me and give me what I want and need. Then I'll feel special and unique. What do you think? What do you think, Rory? Let me know. Lynn from the United States of America. Hi, Lynn. I've watched so many of your videos and I can't recall if you've done a Q&A on a specific topic. That topic is the humble bragging and self-deprecating narcissist. Have you ever noticed that some people go out of the way to be overly self-modest? They are really bragging, but are trying to wrap their bragging in false modesty. When I hear people doing this excessively, I get an icky feeling about them. Get away from them. Accept them for who they are, and don't accept that in your life. I sometimes wonder if narcissists do this intentionally as a cover-up because they know how grandiose they are. What do you think? Oh, totally. Totally, Lynn. I wish I had more time to think about an example. I'd come up with some examples, but, Oh, and I'm not talking about like, oh, I'm just a horrible mother. I'm just a horrible mom. That person believes they're a horrible mom and they can't do motherhood. They can't be a mother. But then you'll get, oh, like I saw a narcissist once on a video, got asked, man, you just think you're so perfect. Can't you just come up with something wrong with you, something you need to fix or work on? Like, oh, yes. There's one thing is that there's nothing I need to work on. That's what I need to work on. There's no problems I have. I just need to be aware of that and finally admit it and accept it. Maybe a bad example, but, oh, you know me. I got to help people. I got to stop what I'm doing. The reason I was late is I just saw someone that needed help, and you know me. I just need to help people. I'm such a hero. Like it's a bad thing, but, for a good cause, can't blame me. I'm just so great. Yeah. If I think about it more, I can come up with tons of examples. You guys can come up with examples. That'd be great if you can. But yeah, Lynn, of course. And it's gross. And when someone makes you feel icky, you get away from them. Victoria from the Bay Area. Hi, David. My question is, hi, Victoria. Can you give me the definition of schizophrenia? I Googled it, but I'm not sure. Are they dangerous? Are they known for physically attacking people? And so I explained what schizophrenia is, I think, in the last video, but here's a definition. A mental disorder characterized by delusions, hallucinations, disorganized thoughts, speech, and behavior. So we still use the word psychosis. It's not a diagnosis, but it's symptoms, and it's psychosis. And I think of two main parts of psychosis is delusional and hallucinating. So, and I'm going to do a video about this, I think this week. Delusional. Delusional is your ex that would tell you what your argument was about, and it wasn't about that. And that you said this, and you didn't say this, and you did this, and that you didn't do this, and they said I did this, and they didn't do that, but they believe it. Even though you can show them a video of what they're doing, and they'll deny it. That is delusional. I'm in a Ponzi scheme, and even though they've been deemed corrupt, shut down, and closed down, I still think it was a great company, and it had a real good chance to succeed. I don't know why they're getting picked on. Yeah, when reality is in your face and you deny it. That is delusional. Hallucinating is hearing things and seeing things that aren't there. Okay, those are the symptoms of schizophrenia. Your question, let's go back to your question. I think you said, are they dangerous? Are they dangerous? Now, all human beings can be dangerous. You got to start there. Okay, all of us. If you look it up, I know schizophrenia very well, and I remember looking this up a while ago, that they aren't considered any more dangerous, that they aren't going to, take someone's life any more than anyone else would, all this, and it's just BS. It's BS. I have personal experience with paranoid, violent schizophrenia in my life, and it's awful. And yes, they are absolutely more capable of danger and violence. Absolutely. The more paranoid they are, the more they tend to be. But there's also violence and non-violence, and there's also paranoid and not paranoid, but yeah, I don't care what the stats say. I disagree. And I don't know if those are facts, and I'm just disagreeing with the facts with an opinion. My personal experience tells me that they are more capable, that they are more dangerous, okay, to themselves and to other people. Whether that's just getting into a car and driving around crazy when they didn't take their medicine. All kinds of different things. I mean, they can't really care for themselves very well. They become a danger to themselves more. I don't care if anyone wants to argue that, it's true. And as far as other people, I mean, I know tons of people with schizophrenia that threaten other people's lives, that have taken other people's lives. Lots and lots of examples. And I think that schizophrenia is a major contributor to those behaviors of people that have it. To say that it's not, I don't know how they get that. I don't know. So that's just my opinion. Are they dangerous? I'm not going to say a whole group of people are dangerous, except, violent criminals. But I think they're more prone to danger, to themselves and to others. Yeah. If you have more to that question or a reason you're asking me, please do. Thank you, Victoria. Oh, you have another one here. It's been a year since no contact with toxic family. My question is, what to do when I'm scared or just need somebody to tell me I'm okay. You're not a bad person. I'll protect you. You're okay. I realize I have to do this for myself now, but it's hard. And you keep doing it for yourself until it sticks. The phrase, fake it till you make it. I'm scared to this, but I'm going to just act confident until I get through it. I know this is best for me, so I'm going to keep doing it until it's not so scary, until it's not too hard, until it's not so uncomfortable. I'm going to have boundaries even though it's uncomfortable, and eventually it won't be uncomfortable. We got to start with our relationship with ourselves somewhere. And we start talking to ourselves. Say it louder. Write it. Say it in the mirror. And then we have people in our lives that support us. And sometimes we need to be validated. And sometimes we just need to tell a friend something bad that happened. And sometimes we just need them to say everything's okay. Just try not to depend on it too much and keep telling yourself this until it sticks. Okay? better self-care, giving ourselves what we need, what we want, more and more and more. Write a feel-good list, every single thing that feels good, and do things that feel good. Knock things off that list when we don't feel good. Okay? It will stick, I promise. Keep telling yourself good things every day about yourself. Keep reminding yourself of something you're grateful for every day. Keep meditating. Okay? It'll stick, I promise. But sometimes we need somebody in our life for support. And if we don't have it, or if we need more, we hire it. Katrina Parker. Hi, Katrina. Love to know where you're from. Tell us your locations, guys. I have a question recently. My ex, who I have blocked, contacted my dad, told him this is your daughter's problem and she needs mental health. Praying you get help. I'll just say it again. My ex, who I've blocked, contacted my dad and told him that you are the problem and that you need mental health, praying you get help. I'm trying to learn more about this. Would this be considered a Hoover? Everyone has her blocked now. I still can't believe that she texted my dad when she was afraid of him, refusing to come get her stuff or move out on move-out day. So this is a smear. This is a smear campaign, not a Hoover. It's called a smear, just to get the name of it right. Character assassination. A mixture of projection and control. A lot going on psychologically. Just to give you those two parts. When we lose someone, we can be real hard on ourselves. Sometimes we don't like what we see. That's depression. That's why we feel bad when we lose someone. Someone that really knows themselves and really likes themselves and loves themselves and thinks they're great is okay when they have loss. Doesn't have depression. That's as we become more emotionally intelligent. Some people can't look at themselves at all and hate themselves. Projection is a part of myself I can't manage or accept. I put it onto somebody else. I project it onto someone else for them to manage, for them to accept. One of the craziest things in psychology, honestly, I think. Especially when you're just watching someone do it. It's just insane. There's an element of that, I believe. You have to be the bad person, not them. And they love to go with crazy. It's usually crazy, drug addict, they're screwing you over, stealing, bad person. The other part is control. So when someone is controlling and manipulative and toxic and malignant and stuff like this, when they can no longer control you, they'll then try to control the people around you and their opinion of you to control how you feel. They want to control how you feel. This female, this woman, is trying to still have control over you and how you feel. They want you to feel bad. And since they have no control over you anymore, they keep trying, they won't accept it, and they're trying to control people around you. Okay? Simple as that. She hates herself, and she wants to control you. Because she can't anymore. She must have felt like she has a lot of control over you before. And I hope that makes sense. Please let me know what you think about that. Character assassination, smear campaign. I feel rejected. I am upset. I just can't accept the loss. I hate myself. I can't accept how I look and how I feel about myself. I'm going to project it onto you. You're the sick one. You're the one that needs help, not me. And I can't control you any longer. I want revenge. I want you to suffer. I want you to feel bad. Whatever it is, I'm trying to control your emotions and how you feel. So I'm going to control the people around you and try to destroy you. Turn them all against you as the hero. I'm just concerned. That's the smear campaigner. The toxic, covert narcissist that smears people to no degree, to no ends. Yeah? Because I have to be the virtuous one. I have to be the great one. You're the bad one. Yeah. And I want to destroy you. You hurt my feelings. You rejected me. You left me. I hate you. That's all it is. And I'm sorry. Awful, awful thing to experience. Really, really bad. And that is all the questions, guys. Thank you very much. If you think this video helped you or could help other people, I'd really appreciate your thumbs up. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Okay? Keep asking questions. Let me know what you think of my answers. Some feedback would be great. You can keep the questions going. Let me know if there's more to it, more I missed, more I don't understand. You don't understand my answer. All of it. Just ask me again, okay? But most importantly, all of you, please love yourself first.